there is a truth most people don't want to hear. Not because it's complicated, but because it hurts. You weren't important. You were just there when they needed you. At first, that feels wrong, because you remember everything. The conversations, the attention, the way they made you feel like you mattered. It felt real. It felt mutual. It felt like something meaningful. But feelings can be misleading, because what feels real in the moment is not always real in reality, and reality is not built on moments. It's built on patterns. Look back, not at what they said, but at what they consistently did. When did they show up? When did they disappear? When did they give you attention? And when did they go silent? And slowly, a pattern begins to appear. They were present when they needed something. Your time, your attention, your energy. You were there when they were bored, when they were lonely, when they needed someone to talk to. And in those moments, you mattered. You were important. You were needed, but only in those moments. Because the moment their need was fulfilled, something changed. Replies became slower. Effort became lower. Energy became different. And you felt it. You noticed it, but you ignored it because you didn't want to believe it. You told yourself, they're just busy. They'll come back. It's just a phase. But it wasn't. It was the truth, revealing itself, because people don't show you who they are through words. They show you through patterns, and their pattern was clear. They came when they needed, and left when they didn't. That's not connection. That's convenience. And you were convenient, not because you lacked value, but because you made yourself available, always there, always responding, always giving. And that created a dynamic where you were the source and they were the receiver. You gave attention, they took it. You gave time, they used it. You gave effort, they accepted it, but they didn't match it because they didn't need to. You were already giving everything without limits, without boundaries, without conditions, and anything given like that becomes easy, and easy things are rarely valued. This is where most people get confused. They think giving more will make someone value them more, but it does the opposite, because the more you give without limits, the less effort the other person needs to make. And when effort disappears, so does value, because value is not just about what you give, it's about what someone has to do to keep it. And if they don't have to do anything, they won't value it. That's why you felt important in the beginning. Because in the beginning, there was effort, there was curiosity, there was intention. But once they realized you were always there, that effort faded. Because now, they didn't need to try. You were already available, already invested, already giving. And that removed your value, not your worth, your perceived value. Because people don't value what is always there. They value what they might lose. And you never felt like something they could lose. You felt guaranteed, constant, safe. And safe things are often taken for granted. So they stopped trying, stopped investing, stopped showing up the same way. And you started feeling it. The distance, the inconsistency, the imbalance. But instead of stepping back, you stepped forward. You gave more, tried harder, hoping it would fix things, but it didn't. Because the problem was never lack of effort. It was too much of it, from one side, and that imbalance created the truth you didn't want to see. You were not important. You were just there when they needed you. That realization hurts, because it makes you question everything. Was it all fake? Did they ever care? Was I just being used? But the answer is not black and white. They may have cared in moments, in situations, in ways that benefited them. But care without consistency is not real connection. It's temporary, conditional, and conditions change. That's why they changed. Not suddenly, but gradually, as their need for you decreased. So did their presence. And that's the part you need to understand. People stay where they benefit and leave when they don't. It's not personal. It's behavioral. It's human nature. And once you understand that, everything becomes clearer. You stop blaming yourself. You stop questioning your worth. You stop wondering what you did wrong. Because you realize it was never about what you lacked. It was about what you allowed. You allowed unlimited access, unlimited effort, unlimited availability, and that created the situation because people adapt to what you allow. They treat you based on your boundaries or lack of them. And when there are no boundaries, there is no respect, because respect comes from limits, from knowing something can be lost, from understanding that access is not guaranteed. But when access is guaranteed, respect fades, effort fades, value fades, and you become replaceable. Not because you are replaceable, but because your availability made you seem that way. This is the shift you need to make. From being available to being selective, from giving everything to giving intentionally, from being there for everyone to being there for the right ones. Because not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves access to you. And the moment you realize that, you stop being convenient. You stop being used. You stop being the person who is always there. And you become the person who is there by choice. And choice creates value, because now your presence is not guaranteed. It's earned. It's selective. It's limited. And limited things are valued. So the next time someone disappears, don't chase them. Don't question yourself. Don't try to fix it. Just observe, because their absence is your answer. It shows you exactly what you meant to them. Not what they said, not what they promised, but what they actually felt. And once you see that, you stop holding on to illusions. You stop chasing people who only show up when they need you. You stop giving your energy to those who don't give it back. Because now you understand something most people don't. You were never important to them. You were just available. And availability without boundaries creates convenience. But boundaries create value. And the moment you choose value is the moment everything changes.